Hi, I'm Ian from Business Growth West Midlands, and this is the Growth Room podcast, where we share strategies, stories, and support to help West Midlands businesses grow. So we're here to have conversations with founders, leaders, and advisors who know what it takes to get businesses past that startup stage. And we'll be talking about key themes like revenue growth, recruitment, hiring, and innovation, everything that a business needs to scale at pace. So this podcast is about what happens after businesses start, their challenges and their successes. Business Growth West Midlands is your no-cost support service for all businesses from pre-start, startup to growth. We offer a range of business support, including investment support, export support, marketing, energy advice, and almost anything you can think of to help your business grow. Welcome to Krishna. And as it's December, I think we've got a fantastic topic for today. So we're particularly interested in high streets and retail businesses this month. Works very well with Christmas. And Krishna, you've been extremely successful developing your toy business. So I was just wondering, first of all, if you could introduce yourself and your business.
This is Krishna Yadlapalli. So I run a company called Booghe Toys. We specialize in toys, games, and collectibles. So Christmas obviously is one of the most busiest time for us throughout the this season from November and December, especially December. I think the key element is customer engagement and customer service is the key element, and what we really customer looking for to gifting their family members and their friends and stuff. So the main element, what we focused in the retail side is, to create that vibe and then give that, the key elements, what they're looking for to come to the store, whether it's their kids, whether it's with the parents. And I think we as said, we've been doing this online for the last 10 years. We kind of know what toys sells well. We know based on the new licenses and new movie releases and stuff. And also the other thing is we do a lot of football stuff as well, football stickers and chromes and this sort of stuff. I think that do help us. Every time there is a launch, then we can see that there is always a demand for it. And again, do the research in the market, what really customers are looking for, and then bring it in front of people, and then it's their choice to to buy it.
That's great. And in the office we were having a debate about how you pronounce the name of your company. So I'm hoping that you can tell us, and also maybe explain a little bit about what it means or where it came from.
So it's actually pronounced Booghe.
Booghe.
So a lot of people think Bougie or Boog.
We had all sorts of variations.
Booghe is actually the real name. So actually this name is come from one of the a festival in India, is a southern part of India, a place called Andhra Pradesh. So in our villages, I come from a very tiny village. When I say tiny village, it's only 2,000 people. So that's a tiny there in India.
Tiny. Yeah.
So it's actually the real name for that one is like a survey. So what they do every year, January, second week, I even know the dates, like every year, 13th, 14th, 15th of January. The people, there is in villages, there is a places called like panchayatis where it's government-owned lands. The people actually sit there and then talk about things, what is happening. So there, people actually bring the stuff, what they don't need in their life, and leave it there. And then actually people take it, whoever they require it. Yeah. It's vice versa. It's not always taking, people always do. It's kind of like a service for them.
Circular economy.
Yeah, it's like, and also it's a social service. There is no money involved, but it's mainly like a part of service. Yeah. Like, okay, why do we need to use the things which you don't require? So you take it because I don't require it. Brilliant. And then you do the same thing if you don't have anything, it could be anything. It could be books, pads, pencils, or toys, or you name it. So that's where actually the name comes from.
And so the name of the festival is
the festival actually. It's basically servicing. So that's what we do is we service people. And then also I think there's somebody asked us a question, what do you actually do as a Booghe? Because it doesn't say anything. And then I always say that what we do is we sell happiness for kids. So that's what actually we do. Now I think there is a new market called kid adult, like people kids like the product, and then the same thing adults like it as well. For example, like trading cards. So that's our philosophy. Our philosophy is how to sell happiness through toys, games, and collectibles.
Fantastic. And so, what inspired you to go into this business then?
Right. So it's nothing planned. It just happened naturally. I think initially my thought process was to build like a software a company, and at the time I was only 21, and then you needed like the one which I wanted to do. It's kind of like hologram technology, and that needed around 20 million investment. At the time, nobody is going to give it to you like 20 million without you proving yourself.
Absolutely.
So I think in 2015, the e-commerce was booming. And we thought, why can't we do e-commerce initially and then make some money and then go back to the technological business, So that's where it's actually started. We never thought we're going to start with toy or games or collectible company, and then no, that's never the plan. To build the software is the main one,
right?
But this comes along, and then I think now we stuck up with that one, and then in parallelly we're doing the software side as well, slowly.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So actually, you started more as a tech business than a retail business.
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating, and because I noticed that your business journey in some ways been different, because you started online and then you moved into physical stores.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us about that transition. Why did that happen? How did that happen?
So the first time the online business we started in 2015, April 7th. That's the first day we actually thought, okay, you know what? Let's start a company, e-commerce. It's booming now.
Yeah.
Let's make some money. Then you move to what do you want to do in life in the technological side. And then we saw it, and then we can see the market. I think the one thing which we saw is there's not much innovation in a toy industry. It's been there years and years in the same level. And then we thought, you know what? Let's do something very unique. Let's do something. And I always feel that, you know what? When you start thinking about competition, ABC, you're never going to end up getting in the right mindset. I always said, okay, you know what? What else we can give to customers which they can't currently get it in the market. So since 2015, we've been doing online with within the UK, and also we export international as well, with all the licensed toys, games, and collectibles. That's including like football cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, the Magic the Gathering, and also Chrome cards. So you name it, all these things we've been doing for the last 10 years. And then it's actually before pandemic, then we thought, you know what, let's create something unique. That's where this Booghe retail concept, experiential concept came. And by the time we planned to do, the pandemic came.
Right.
Then we said, you know what, let's stop it for now. Let's focus on the online and then do the retail couple of years' time. So then last year is we opened a first physical store in June 28th, 2024 in Ford Shopping Centre, Birmingham. Yeah. Which we created one of the unique concept in the world where we sell toys, games, and collectibles on the retail element. Yeah. We actually have within the store a physical play area. Yeah. You can actually, kids can actually play a physical stuff, which is, again, it's not there in the current climate, current market. And then we go a little bit further where we have a cafe, which is a kids cafe, which we sell, coffees, teas, and stuff, along with kids treats and stuff. So we even ask artificial intelligence: is there anywhere you have this concept exist? We couldn't find none. There is a places where you have a play area, toy store, and cafes and stuff. Yeah. But there's nowhere in the world where you have all 4 modules in one place. And it's been huge success, and we can see people love the concept. Everything we brought, is sustainable materials. The way we built it with net zero concept. Yeah. The whole store was built with net zero concept, and also, to having 5-year-old or 10-year-old kid playing virtual reality, you just not heard about it. You can't get it. So I think that's been that's we always want to do that, because what we can give something different which doesn't exist in the market. I'm always firm believer of creating something is always unique. Even if you fail, it doesn't matter. For us, the key thing is, right, okay, if you try something, how we can take it in a better. There's a famous quote. They say, take what is best in the market and make it better. I think we've gone extremely well. We actually not only making better, we done a lot of innovation with this retail store. Now, if you see, even the way we design the curves, and then the layout, the colors, it's a lot kids friendly toy store, which we personally never seen anywhere. The way it came out, and then we done a new concept called a Game Guru. Again, is another retail element. It's part of Booghe venture, and this one it's a kid adult market. Again, we go into the another different market where we actually have customers can come and play the board games. And if they would look to purchase, they can purchase the games and collectibles, and So we have a retail element. We have hospitality. That's always a key thing. Putting together is very, it's very unique concept. Now I think there's a lot of people doing it, which is really good because they can go, they can relax, and then they can do. I think the one thing we did really, which achieved very well with this one, is you have a cafe, which is. They can buy soft drinks and coffees and stuff, and they have a bar drinks as well, which is like beers and wines and that sort of things. And you can bring with your family or with your friends. You can come and play we got around more than 450 different board games with the cater for again different ages. So that many board games in one place, you can literally play whichever the game which you would like. And also we have gurus. That means we can actually teach games. I wasn't really a big fan of board games initially, but because of these gurus, they can teach me the instructions in quite easy manner. Then I could learn so many games from myself. I think that's the concept we want to give it, where we bring somebody who never played the board games, and also who play the board games if they don't know some of the games, which is naturally because it's very hard to know everything in one go. And then also they can teach as well. So we actually have gurus can teach the board games. And also you have a hospitality where we have a food as well, drinks.
So let me get this straight then. Your staff are paid to play board games with the customers.
With customers,
Okay. That sounds like a good deal.
And they love it. Oh, absolutely. And also they've been trained as well, how to teach games and stuff. And we have a gurus. We have 3 gurus at the moment who actually been playing the games for more than a decade now. And then their experience bring it to the table. They're actually helping customers to teach the board game, and also they're helping on the hospitality side as well to help customers. So
it sounds to me like you're bringing together different sectors, different experiences, and different skill sets all into kind of one place for that kind of complete experience, almost like family experience. So you can go and have an afternoon of fun, like you say, bringing a bit of happiness to the famay, but then you can purchase whatever you want afterwards. So you've tried it out before you bought it.
I mean, so we get sometimes people sat there 6 hours.
Well, as long as they're buying drinks, that's all right.
No, they do buy the drinks, and then they get because they got very unique board games and collectibles and stuff. It's for them, it's fun. And also, the most important thing, the only reason we build this concept is actually the store in Arena, Utility Arena. We actually there, Game Guru. We are unit number 1 next to Legoland Discovery Center. So it's not far from here actually.
It's just down the road.
It's down the road. And I think the one thing, the main reason we did it is when actually people play a board game, there's no phone usage. Nobody uses phones. There's no laptop. This is not like a normal cafe where people go and they do their emails and stuff. No. This cafe is purely people. You come here and then you purely focus on what you do, what you play with it. And then yesterday, I went there to one of my supplier. There is 2 tables of probably 17 or 18 years old kids playing game. To see them, they were there 4 hours. Because that's what, after that I found out how many hours, because I just want to try and understand. When I went there, I saw them. they was having so much fun and laugh. Within that half an hour, I was there half an hour. They haven't used their phones at all.
Yeah.
The good thing is they're playing the game. The game guru was there teaching the game, and then they played it. They're having fun, and then they're playing another game. Because you have that much vast library. It's easy to literally go, okay, I won't play that game. I never play the game. Okay, I don't know how to play. Okay, my guru is going to help you to do that. So that's been, I think, is a success for us, where you taking people away from the this modern so-called technology now is getting too much into people.
Well, it's what you're describing is people just immersing themselves in something and actually really enjoying it and getting value out of it and exploring just the fun sides of games and toys. So that sounds fantastic. So you mentioned a little bit that you do export. So I'm just wondering, like, how did you get into that? What markets are you in? How did you choose those markets?
Right. I think we are into Europe mainly, and also we was in the States and Canada and Australia and stuff. Because, as I said, they allow licensed and especially British brand products, because like Peppa Pig and stuff. They're huge in the rest of the world. Germany is our second biggest market after UK. And again, because of the things which we do, rare collectibles and some of the rare games and some of the rare toys and stuff. So again, it's been the last 10 years actually through online, and then recently, obviously due to some of the circumstances in America used to second, but now I think we stopped doing because of these issues with tariffs and customs and stuff. But no, it's been going well actually. Exports we do averagely anywhere between 17 to 20%. Exports to international.
Brilliant. And so do you have any plans to set up physical sites?
No, at the moment. I think for our main focus is now in Birmingham, West Midland area. I think once we prove the concept, which we proven with the Booghe retail, and obviously as a second brand, we've proven as a game guru, as a board game cafe, a concept. We want to expand that one to the Birmingham area first, cover it here, and then we'll plan it to expand to different cities and stuff in near future.
Brilliant. And it's great that Birmingham and the West Midlands is home to this. So what brought you here in the first place?
Actually, when I came to UK the first time, I was there in London. And I think Birmingham is always Midlands is amazing place. I think if you're in the logistic market, you'll understand why. Because we are so fortunate here. You have East Midlands Airport and stuff. Anything. I mean, sometimes we get orders. The orders which we get from America or Australia or Canada, especially America and Canada, we can ship in second day.
So if logistics is at the heart of the logistics network.
If we ship today, there are probably around 35 to 40 states. They get it tomorrow.
Fantastic.
They get it tomorrow, next day delivery, and people pay for it. People pay for it because they want English-made or British-made licensed products. So we found that's a very niche market, and then we champion that one. So especially, sometimes, especially, during Christmas time, we do ship placed America or Canada like more than 100 parcels next day delivery because people want the product for Christmas, gifting and stuff. So it's always been our strong market internationally for us.
Brilliant. And it sounds like the business and you have been on quite a journey over the last 10 years. So do you have any insights about your own kind of leadership journey, how it started and kind of where you are now?
Right. So I think this probably you'll probably know where we come from. I only get a chance to work with one company in entire my life, which was the Booghe. Obviously, we started after my master's degree. I actually did computers in masters, so that's why it actually helped me to build the online business using the technology and then the experience and the learnings which I done in the market. I mean, since we started in 2015, by 2019 we became 10 million turnover company.
Wow.
I could only do this one because of my IT background. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it because since day one, I'm a big believer of information technology, IT, how we can incorporate to give best experience to customers. I mean, you can imagine if you're in America or Canada, if you place the order, or in Germany, from our website, booghe.co.uk, and you get tomorrow, how amazing, it's same thing. If somebody places the order from London, they get it next day, and then same thing, they get it in the countries as well. That's we can only do with one, obviously, with our courier partners like DHL, DPD, and UPS, and especially Royal Mail. We work with all these major logistical companies with different countries. They're good with certain countries, so we choose based on our experience who's good at where, and then we just to implement those things into our system, incorporate it, and then that's the only the way we achieved what we plan to achieve. So I think for us is yes, you're right, it's been a journey, but it's been very learning journey for us. The key important thing is I think it gives us opportunity first, to know is one thing, but how do you start it? You need to start somewhere to go. I think our industry, especially toys and games, is amazing industry. It's very small. It's not huge industry. But we all know. They all know each other. They all move around. They all know. I think it did cross over 4 billion industry overall in the UK.
Okay,
it's still that's top 5. Still top 5 in the world actually. But I think it's one thing I learned from this journey is whatever you believe, whatever you think, it's applied practically, because we may have a million ideas. If it doesn't execute practically, it's waste of space and waste of time. I always believe that whatever you go, let's do in your remit. If you can't do, we can't do it, because if something is not in your hands, you can't do anything. And I wouldn't even waste a single second. Because I can't do anything. Why would you? Why would you? So for me, the biggest thing is, okay, whatever is in my remit, I apply it. I apply it practically, and I see realistic things as well. Realistically whether this is going to work or not. Because if you can't, then it's gonna be again failure. So we don't see that in full scale. The key.
And I'm just thinking. Obviously, you've I'm sure had help along the way, and I know including from team at Business Growth West Midlands. So I'm just wondering, what was that support? How did it help? How did it help you to get to where you are now?
Right. I think this one I should thank to Vernon actually. So he did ask me I think 3 years ago.
Vernon's your account manager.
Your account manager, yes. Vernon Hug. He did ask me, I said, you know what, I'm okay now, leave me alone for the time being. And then he said, okay, no, you need to do that, let's go. And I enrolled this program called Investment Readiness, which is, I think it's managed by West Midlands Combined Authority.
Through Business Growth.
Through Business Growth West Midlands. So was the one thing that struck me was the how to make a pitch deck, because at the time I was in the mindset of, okay, how do I go and then pitch to investors to get money for a Booghe retail store? Because Booghe retail cost us 1.2 million pounds. It's a decent investment, And we thought myself, you know what, rather than bootstrapping, why can't we invite some investors who we probably can get help, because we wanted to do, eventually 3 more in Birmingham, and then I done this 7 or 8 week program, and every week, every Monday we catch up, we go through everything. One day, I think this is what has helped me a lot. How do you do a proper pitch deck, and then whether the business is investment ready or not, whether you are ready or not, whether the mindset is there or not. I think there was a slide, one of them which struck me was saying that, your team is almost 40% out of 100%, and then you go, you always thought about, is other way around.
The business first.
And then team. Then we saw the team, who you involve with, and then your numbers, your market, and then the business unit, all things come into the second stage.
I
think, to be fair, once that come, we changed all the thing, and then we pitched to all our suppliers, and the suppliers been amazing, supportive, when we opened the store. to fund certain play, for the space, and then some of the stocks and stuff. I think okay, since the that program, we managed to. I personally managed to understand. Okay, how do we need to pitch now?
Yeah.
And also the second thing which I realized is, okay, whether do we need to really go for investment or let's do bootstrap ourselves. Then I realized that after, the first one, yes, I know online we prove what we can do, but retail is still brand new concept. It's very difficult to go to put in front of people, okay, we have a success in online.
Yeah.
We're going to have a success, a different market completely.
Yeah.
And okay, and then we realized after that one, right, we don't want to go now. Let's do bootstrap now. Let's prove the concept.
Yeah.
Then you go to the second one. Now it's easy now because you got everything ready now. You can prove the numbers are there.
Yeah.
The success story is there. Then it's easy to go and pitch back and stuff. So I think that's really helpful for us, these two elements, how to approach businesses. And at the same time, our banks, even that to be fair, helped us to go to our bank, HSBC, to create a pitch deck, which did help from Warren's side. And then at the end, we achieved loan from them, which is a own company funded. So in that way, we managed to do it everything ourselves without getting external support from outsiders. And that's did really help us on that side of it.
Brilliant. And we're focusing on high streets this month, and I'm just interested. You've kind of been revitalising the high street kind of around where you are. So, what do you see as the future of the high street? And how can we make them successful?
Right. I think the key thing is you're always going to have this one with there's a call big boys. You always have these things where big companies trying to take the market shares and stuff. It's naturally how the markets are, how the society run business wise. As long as you have a unique concept or unique experience, why any customers need to come to you? If I can buy the product in online for a 30% cheap, why do I come and buy from a store? It just naturally customers think that way. There's nothing wrong with it, but the good thing for us, as I said to you, it's experiential stores. It's not like a normal toy store.
It's an experience more than a store. Really.
That's right. You can come to our store. You can buy retail stuff, which is including toys, games, and collectibles. If you want to have a coffee, you can sit in the cafe and have a coffee. If you want to have a food, you can have a food. So all these things you can't get from online.
No.
That's you can't get it. So that's why I think as long as you have something to talk about through experiential level, I don't think so you're going to have any issue from that side. And I think I always firmly believe that it's the key element is as long as you have something unique in your place, there's always people ready to come and then buy from you.
Yeah. So do you see yourself expanding in the West Midlands? What's the future for Booghe Toys?
Right. Okay. So we as I said, we've done another brand called Game Guru. So we're planning to open another board game cafe in February/March 2026 within Birmingham. And also we're planning to do a Booghe, one of the large toy store in Birmingham. Actually, that's going to come as well in next year. So yes, we are in the process of expanding to our stores within the Birmingham/West Midlands area.
Fantastic. We're launching some specific help for retail businesses over the coming weeks and months. So just interested in your hints or tips or advice for businesses that want to get into retail.
I think the retail is it's amazing. When you go to places physically, you buy the product. It's a different experience. Itself, you have some sort of experience there, even with the normal stores. It's very different when you go to a retail store and then grab a toy. Is different to when you click in online and then get it. It's two completely different experiences. As long as you engaging with your customers and talk about your business, what you actually do, and also make keep with trendy products. It could be any field. It's not only toy. It could be any field. And also, what else we can give? What best experience we can give? Okay, there's always in the market. There's always going to be innovation. Without innovation, we wouldn't be in here.
Yeah.
There's always constant innovation. And every field you can always innovate something. So I think in your particular field, see what you can actually make it better in that particular field. I think from that itself, it's enough to bring attraction from a customer base.
That's fantastic. And part of our support is to help people with that innovation process and have those conversations. So thank you, Krishna. Obviously, December, Christmas, really busy time for you, I'm sure. So thank you for your time. What are you going to be doing at Christmas?
So we normally, with the team and stuff, we always have a Christmas party and
Very
stuff
good.
with all the team members and stuff.
Do you have it in January or do you have it in December?
No, we have in December. We normally tend to have like a Christmas Eve day. And we all sit together and then have a meal and then discussion about things, and also because we very closely work together with all team members, so that we actually know their family members and stuff. We actually invite family members to come there and then
That's
just
nice.
to be a part of that journey. Now we have board game cafe. Is even better now.
I was going to say, does everyone have a go on the board game?
Yes, you can go there and you can play with, and then this is why we thought we build this concept for. So no, I think it's it's amazing. And also, I always said that I think I'm more the firm believer of team. If you can get your team right. And also the customer customer is always the right. Customer is always the king of it. There is a saying. As long as if I have my operations are 100% spot on, I can build any brand.
Yeah.
Because we always thought the other way around. Oh, I have a brand. No, it's always there. There is always saying operations are like a god.
Yeah.
And the thing is like a king, for example. Brand is like a king, but operations like a god. Without other, you can't do it. But you need to have a spot on operations, because as long as you cover that one, everything will be flow.
I love that. Brand is king, but operations is God. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it this very busy month, but wishing you every success with your business.
Yeah, thank you, and I appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for your time.
For more information about any of the opportunities or events we've talked about today, please see the website at businessgrowthwestmidlands.org.uk or follow us on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, which is @BizGrowthWM.